Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. We're on Roadcraft and we're on the PlayStation 5. And it's a gloriously non-sunny, absolutely pissing it down with rain day outside in real life. How joyous. Not that you needed to know that, but it's the 5th of June, for crying out loud. Welcome to the UK. And they go on about cloud seeding. Another video. Anyway, right, where were we? What were we doing? I didn't continue playing this last night or after the previous recording, so everything is where it was left off. What is that? What is that? When did I get that? Why have I got that? What does it do? I'm sorry, what's the point? What is it? It doesn't do anything. Huh? Okay, we'll come back to that. That's a very random freebie truck. Yeah, weird. Anywho's, sorry, just tracking. Yes. Health and safety, proving myself right, because that fell over. Which means I need to get that thing up the right way. Then I've got to carry on doing. Oh, good grief, where is everything? There it is. Making the roads, so I need to be pouring sand pretty much everywhere because this. So I've got to straighten that lot out, do sand around here, all along there, and then that's. I need to look at that as to whether I'm just going to put a bridge across there. But then it's a. Is it a dead end? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, actually, seeing that, yeah, I will. I'll come back to that as well in a second. Right. Okay. So that's today's plan. Anyway, in the video, barring accidents, incidents, and technical failures, which are probably imminent at any point. Cool, yeah, we know what we're doing. That's always good to have a plan. So, as I said, health and safety, as I was chatting away in the previous video. If you haven't watched that, please go and watch it. Even if you skip through, I do not take offence to any of that. I was always saying how this is when this thing is in its marching mode. The scraper is right up high and it's unstable, and I don't understand it. It's surely that's not right. And literally, as I was saying that, it fell over. It wasn't because I was driving it crap or anything else. I was poodling along in a relatively straight line, and it just literally fell over. It was quite funny, but it was perfect, but not perfect. What was the other thing I was saying yesterday? Oh yes. Sorry, I'm trying to. There it is. So I finally unlocked the beast, yeah, and I was really happy. I was like, yay, I've got the big transporter and I can carry my kit all around. But I'm like, why won't it let me strap the vehicles down onto the trailer? And I asked very kindly for viewers to leave comments to say, what am I doing wrong? You know, if you know, can you please give me hints and tips, that kind of thing. But in the meantime, I googled it, and apparently it's a very stop it. Sorry, you say that in a magic word, and anything that's connected to that particular thing comes up saying, "How can I help you?" Sorry. So yeah, I did an internet search, and it turns out that for some bizarre reason at the moment you can't strap vehicles to loaders, even though you're meant to. How or why that was missed out or neglected in the making of this game is anybody's idea. I generally don't understand that for one bit, considering you can literally, it gives you the option to strap the load, but then it says you can't strap this load. It's weird. There are people saying that if you put a bit of junk on the trailer, it will strap that down and then automatically strap everything else that's on the trailer. I'm yet to try that. I will try that to see if it works. But yeah, that's a weird one. So Roadcraft makers, people sort it out, because that's just stupid. Anyways, right, what were we doing? We were, I don't know if I want to move that yet, because I'm thinking I might want to come along here and straighten all this lot out as well, just to be on the safe side. But first things first, let's go to, yeah, so what's this then? What's that all about? I don't understand. What's the point of this utility truck? What does it do? Do we know? Let's go and have another look. Has it got a winch? Because it doesn't even give me like a winch option or anything. There's nothing. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Because if it was like, oh, it's got a winch, or it's got, you know, it's got something, but there's literally no right there, R1, L1, there's no actions at all. It's very, very weird. Right, this was the other thing I was going to talk about, and funny enough, it's actually done on here, which is good. So on the first map, when you have to you come down and you have to move some stuff using the crane at the docks on the first map, the tracks are literally just tracks on the tarmac. They're not smoothed over like they are here, and this thing got stuck, as did a couple of other vehicles. They literally got stuck on the tracks, and I couldn't get it off. I had to get something else to come along and winch it off. Again, really stupid, really weird. But it was kind of like, this isn't right. But and I was wondering if that was going to happen there, and obviously. Tell me you saw that. Sheesh. But yeah, so that was another weird thing going on. Not quite sure what is going on. Why is it really glitchy today? Is it because it's so early? Anyway, right. See, that's not too bad. Oh, okay. Okay, so I've got to build a bridge over there. Yeah, we can do that. And yeah, that doesn't look good. Oh, that's... Oh. Wow. Oh, that's nasty. Yep, we're definitely going to have to be doing something with that. But then, will we? Yeah, because that's going off in a different direction. Alrighty then. Oh, grief. It looks like I've already tried to come along here and smooth it over with the grader. Eesh. Okay. It's a little bit rough, but... what else? Right. Here I am to save the day. Name that cartoon character. My things are made of steel. without telling me you're old. A winch. No, I want that one. I want that one. I don't want that one. I want that one. Yeah, that one. Fine, we'll have that one. Sheesh. Really? Oh, come on. What's the point of having a winch? Wow. Towing off. Towing on? What does that do? Huh? Why have I not? I've never seen that before. I never noticed that. Oh my god. So, what's towing on? Towing off. What's the difference? Yeah, because that's what I asked for to do. Jesus. I can't see a difference. I'm sorry. That's rubbish. Crying out loud. What is the point? And also, right. Please give me a towing point. That'll do. Really? What? How is... How does that make any difference? That is bizarre. Oh, for God's sake. Fine. No other points are available to tow it. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Am I seriously going to have to go and get the crane just to move this out of there? Pull winch. No. Towing on. I just... Yeah, that's not happening, is it? Okay, admit defeat. Piss poor. What actually is the point of that? Seriously. Well, I'm sorry, but in what's it called? SnowRunner, at least your scout vehicles had some beef to them. You know what I mean? At least they could actually do something. Rubbish. I haven't even got the crane out yet, have I? No. Fine. It's like that one. What does it do? It looks really cool, but what's the point of it? I mean, right, so that's electricity. I don't even know, I mean, what is that? Let's have a look, see if it's on there. No, I'm confused, because it's not difficult. The greater majority of these vehicles all have a point and have a purpose, and it's very obvious what that point and purpose is. Yeah? But some of them, like that thing, yeah, that. Excuse me, sorry. I can't even find the boxy thing. Where are you? Why is it not even on the list? What am I? Why? Anyway, whatever. But I don't understand the point of that vehicle. Again, it looks really cool, but I don't understand what it's... Oh, it's got a winch on it though. I haven't even used it yet. It's a field service vehicle. Aim winch. Oh, hold on. Mobile base functions. Go on then. Recall vehicles. Oh. Okay. And an object scanner. So it's almost like a scout with a winch. Alright, okay. Take it back. You may have a use. Oh dear Lord. We will see. We will see. You would hope that looking at the size of this thing, it would have a bit more oomph when it comes to towing something out or winching something. So fingers crossed. Nippy though, I must admit. Deep, are you what now? Deep water. Yeah, it is. Not hanging around. Right. Is this going to be my new favourite vehicle? Maybe. Not classed as a scout, so... What are the chances of being able to reverse? Because I actually just want to pull this vehicle over. Yeah, that's... Oh, there we go. Hey, that's not bad. Alrighty. You're very useful. That'll do. Shut the front door. Yep. New favourite vehicle. Thank you. Scout vehicle, you're rubbish. Cool. Alrighty. There you go. Oops. Mind the building. Don't want to damage it. No, didn't want to do that. Don't want that. Don't want that.
Oh, that one.
Fall over. although we do have our new rescue vehicle. Yeah, we're liking that. See, again, right, and this goes to what I was saying, I've said in previous couple of other videos, where I've played this game off camera, as it were, without recording it and everything else, and absolutely smashed my way through, literally sometimes. All the objectives, I've had an absolute ball. It's swallowed up an unthinkable amount of hours already, but I've had absolute ball of a time. It's been really, really good fun. Right? As soon as I hit the record button, it all goes to shit. And that's been proven. Oh, they're so cute. Bakery, wild boar bake. Why? Funny. Yeah, so basically the fact that I haven't actually had to use that field vehicle, yeah, the mobile thingy, before, proves that I have not had any issues before. I've not had any major incidents, major accidents or anything else. Does that make sense? Whereas literally every time I hit the record button, all hell breaks loose. And it's like, why? Right, okay. Now then. Actually, that's not, yeah, it's empty. Well, that was... I've still got my markers. Yeah, they're all the way over there. Which is the easiest way to go from here. For my markers. It is back through there. Alrighty. Pretty much right where you've parked that. You watch, I'm going to get stuck on them now. Because, you know, this dirty great machine can't cope with going over a concrete bollard. It's ridiculous. 1 minute it's nigh on unstoppable, you know, and it will just keep on going everywhere. It's amazing. And then you get a tiny little thing like that, and it's like, and I can't go here because... Bit like the car getting stuck on the railway lines. Yeah, man. Should be about here. Do you know what? I kept saying I should do this. No, don't do that. Stop using that. Just do that. Well, that's doing that. I need to do this because it is going to get annoying very quickly. In fact, because I've been mulling it over, I can't remember if I actually said about it in one of my other videos or not, but I'm liking the fact that, and it's obvious because it's like, you start the game off and then you're learning to do things, and then the next time you do something else, and then the difficulty level progression goes up. So it is, and this is no different. It's very well done because to begin with, it's like, oh, you need to just drop a bit of sand, do a road, jobs are good. Now, it's like, to even think about doing the road, you've actually got to get to the place, but to get to the place to make the road, you've got to clear the road. You know what I mean? To clear the area to get to the road. So it's one of it's like the amount of work that is now needed to do. You need to do to get to an objective is massively increased, and it's great. It's really good fun. Yeah, none of this. Oh, I'm just gonna get to point. I'm just gonna go from point A to point B, do the objective, move on, and next one. Jobs are good. Now it's like, to even get from point A to point B, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this, and then I can do the objective. And to do the objective, I've still got to do this, 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 and this. So yeah, it's clever. It's cool. I like it. How are we doing? Is that going to be enough, do you reckon? Do you think it's enough? Let's find out. Yardida. Are we loaded? We're loaded. Might pay to add a little bit here. Hello? That's where we go. Oops. We good? Fill that gap in. Oh. See, again, force of habit, it's like you instantly want to use the joystick to load this thing up. But you... Ugh. There it goes. Yay, it did it. So, this is that thing I was on about as well, again, in previous videos, where, for this tipper, if you... There you go. I'm literally tapping the X button, right? The open tipper button to, in increments, so it's like tap, lift it, tap, lift it, that kind of thing, right? And I was doing it in my last video and it was working fine, which was kind of annoying but good, but because I wanted to prove a point, and now it's proven a point, so I'm happy. And the point is that every now and again, and it appears to be quite random, when you're trying to just slowly unload sand from the tipper, it goes from we're doing a small bit to we're just completely unloading the entire tipper right here, and you have absolutely no say in the matter. So yeah, again, it's quite random. Some of the controls, some of the events are pretty random and unexplainable as far as I'm concerned, which is a shame. But yeah, whatever. It's one of those things. And just like every brand new game that seems to be released in the last I don't know how many years, they release it with bugs, they release it with issues, and and it's like, you just we'll patch it, and it's like, well, here's an idea, why don't you do a little bit more testing? And I said this especially with Farming Simulator 25. OMG, was I not happy about that game. Wow. It's the first time, right, because I adore the Farming Simulator, excuse me, I absolutely adore the Farming Simulator franchise. I so many hundreds of hours playing that game. Absolutely fabulous. So when the new one, 25, came out, I was like, I'm actually going, you know, and I saved that like a good little boy. Sort of, you know, did the washing up loads and stuff like that. And with the, with the intent of actually purchasing it on release, yeah, paying full price for a game. Never in my gaming life have I ever done that, ever. Right? Because I just don't believe in the price of games nowadays. I think they're extortionate amount. But I thought, no, I'm going off the franchise. I know these games are good, so I'll go for it. And oh my god, what an absolute dumpster fire of a game it was when it was released. It was awful. To the point that it has actually put me off. I mean, I stopped playing it after about a month or two because I just couldn't cope with how shit it was. Right, so I've got this like full price game, and I just had to stop playing it because it was just terrible. And it just, to me, I said it in when I was doing the videos for that game. Just turn. There you go. There are thousands, and I mean thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of gamers out there, right, that will gladly test games, right, either on release or before release. I say on release, but yeah, before release, yeah, for free, guarantee. Right, I'm one of them. Absolutely, I would not even with any kind of intention of, oh well, you know, I want a freebie game out of it, or I want some credit out of it, you know, any of that. No, I just want to do it because I play games and I enjoy playing games, and if I can help the creators and the developers release a game that is good, you know, that is about as good as they can get it at that point, then I would do that. I would love to be a game tester. Absolutely no idea how I could ever go about doing that, because to me it's always like, it's the same with anything else, like we're getting sponsors and stuff like that, you know, for your YouTube channel. Yeah, my YouTube channel is minuscule, to say the least, right? I've got, was it 260 something subscribers, and some of them are probably just, you know, like I keep telling people, you just click and forget, you know, or where's the harm? Some of them, it was a deliberate act, you know, they actually wanted to subscribe to see what else I'm doing. And even now, I am eternally grateful to every single one of them. You know, it's like they didn't have to do that. You know, and bless their hearts, every single one of them that has subscribed to my channel. It's fantastic. It's very, very kind of you. But you have to have like thousands of subscribers, thousands upon thousands of views before anybody will even contemplate using you as a product tester or anything else, you know what I mean? And it's fair enough, I don't blame them, because otherwise, you know, anybody could be doing it and it's just throwing money away. But it's frustrating at times. But what I'm trying to say is, in my rambling roundabout way, is as a game tester, it's got nothing to do with clicks, it's got nothing to do with views, and I wouldn't even dream of videoing it, recording it, or doing anything like that unless they said otherwise. They said no, please do so, then I would, but otherwise I'd just be quite happy just to sit there off camera doing testing, playing the game how I would play the game, and test it until I break it, and without any money or anything. It's just something to do. It's just a fun thing to do. And like I said, there'd be tens of thousands of gamers out there that would be willing to do that. Guarantee it. For free. Because they would know that when it comes to the actual game being released, A, they helped make sure that it was worth being released in the first place, and B, if they're anything like me, there's that little bit of giving back to the gaming community, because in a way, because it's like, I helped make sure that this game is pretty good. Yes, it's still going to break eventually, they always do, and it's inevitable, it's to be expected, because when things are released into the wild, you can't predict everything, but there are certain playing elements in this game even that to me slip through the net, as it were. It should never be it should never happen. And simple fixes like the controls on this vehicle, it's so easy to just add the ability to use the left joystick to lift and close the tipper rather than it all being on one joystick. I just do not understand why that wasn't an option. So, does any of that make sense? Does any of that rambling waffle that I have just said, does any of that make sense to you? And are you in the same frame of mind as me? As in, would you happily, excuse me, would you take up the offer and the opportunity to test a game for free without any credit or recognition or anything else, just because it's like, that it's something that would help other gamers, and even if they offered a discount on the final product, you know what I mean, as a bit of an incentive. But yeah, I'd love to be a gaming tester, because I am not. Thank you. I'm not one of these. And we're stuck on the tree. Great. I'm gonna have to get the log muncher thing out. Stump muncher. Anyway, sorry, I'm not a hardcore gamer who goes out deliberately to try and break things and to push the limit and to see what the devs didn't expect the players to do this kind of thing. I'm not that kind of player. I just play it in my own really bad style, and it works. If it doesn't, I usually manage to find a breaking point on it, and I did it. I've done it a lot, and it's weird. Like even on, I don't know if you guys have seen my my short that I released a couple of days ago, of my trailer. So I was using the semi, as the Americans call it, the articulated truck and trailer. It was loaded with concrete slabs. It was stuck on a hill, so funny enough, I was using this tipper to push the truck up the hill just to give it a nudge. And the entire truck and trailer went into what can only be described as a death roll. It literally launched up into the sky, landed meters and meters away in a pond, then started to roll around like it was a crocodile trying to like eat its food, and then just came and then just started rolling down the map. It was hilarious. So yeah, go and check it out. It's only like a minute long, so short. That wasn't a deliberate act. I didn't go out of my way to try and create that kind of carnage and mayhem. It just happened. Do you know what I mean? And it's that kind of ability, for want of a better word, that I seem to be able to do. For a second, or you can just carry on because I forgot to put the handbrake on. In a straight line now. It's not difficult. Another one that I would like on this game, especially when it comes to making roads, funny enough, or losing the name. It's like, you've got 4 settings to do the road. Yeah, you dump the sand, you flatten the sand, you lay the tarmac, and away you go, right? Which is cool. Kind of is, right? But there are times already where I have laid a road and it still looks really lumpy and bumpy and it looks awful, right? And I've done my utmost best to try and flatten everything down, even with the sand. Doing this, and it's like, where do you draw the line? How many times can you go over the same bit? So in my head, it's like, just use the roller. Yeah, you have the roller there. It's designed to it's designed to flatten the tarmac. Why can't it flatten the sand? So yes, it's an extra bit. And to be honest, it could be an option that if you really want to go down that road, then you can, but you don't have to. Yeah, it depends on how perfect you want your road, how flat you want it, right? But what I'm saying is, you should be able to have that ability to use the roller to finish flattening. Because look, how many times have I gone over that bit now and it's still but the roller doesn't have any effect on the sand. at all. And it's kind of like, why? You know, so it should be an option that the roller should be able to flatten pretty much everything. Whoa. Oh mate, calm down. You're not a skateboard. You need to grind. Anyways. Just saying. No. Yes. I'm also wondering if when the mods start getting created, I wonder if anybody's going to create like this all-in-one machine like you can in real life, you know, where they just get, it's almost like it's one single entity that drops the stand and you know, levels the sand out, drops the tarmac, and then rolls the tarmac. Yeah, it's all. It literally is an all-in-one monster machine. I wonder if anybody's gonna try and create that, if it's even possible, because that'd be mad. Probably won't be. It'd just be too much. I've said it before. Okay, we are a bit, aren't we? Okay, we need to fill this bit in. Yeah, I've said it before, even on Farming Simulator. Those of you that are out there that are able, that create mods for whatever game, you know, I blow my mind somewhere. I've never tried to even think about making a mod. I don't have the technological capabilities, and I definitely don't have the intelligence to do it, I don't think. So yeah, I always doff my cap to anybody that can create a mod, because some of them are like, you know, that's kind of just a copy of this one, but a lot of them are like, that is amazing, I love it. You know, and the level of detail that people go into to create their stuff, you know. Yeah, fantastic, absolutely amazing, and I will say it every time. And any time I play a game that has mods in it, you know, like especially with the vehicles and stuff like that, they're amazing. So yes, well done to everybody and anybody out there that does modding and makes mods. I think you're amazing. And quite often, I find you are unsung champions, unsung heroes of the gaming world. I really do. Some people, there are some reviewers that review, that literally they just do, like, they review any mods that come out, like there's Mr. CP on Farming Sim. He always reviews all the new releases of the mods and stuff like that, and gives his honest opinions. But not everybody does, you know, not all games do that. Not all games have people deliberately reviewing the mods and saying, oh, this is now out and this is now out. And I don't know, I just think modders should get a little bit more appreciation for what they do. Ooh. Oh yeah. Sorry, forgot I'd done that. Not done that one. Let me just deal with that tree, because otherwise it's going to be a problem. And it's annoying because I can't push that out of the way, even with the bulldozer. For some bizarre reason it won't. Yeah, it says no. You can only get rid of it using the stump muncher, as I call it. The grinding thing. Which is a little bit strange. Where is it gone really dark? Are we actually going to get night time in this? Because that's another thing I've not noticed. I don't know if it's a setting that you don't, you can have like actual day cycles or not, I don't know, but I haven't noticed. It just goes a little bit dark normally when it's really bad weather, and then it lightens up again, but I've not actually had any night time yet. How are we doing? That's pretty tasty. We'll sort that a little bit out maybe. Divot. Again, doing these, making the roads especially, it is a huge test of my OCD autism. Because it is, where do you draw the line? Where do you stop? Do you know what I mean? Because if I was to literally just let myself go rampant, go with it, just I would end up paving every single route. It's like, well, I'm going to drive this way, so I'm going to completely pave it, and it's got to be smooth, and it's got to be straight, or not straight, but it's got to be level. That's not only pointless, but not healthy. Right, nearly an hour, and have I achieved anything? Have I actually achieved anything? Well, yeah, I think I have, actually. I've managed to discover that mobile field unit thing is actually quite useful. In fact, no, it's very useful. I've proven on video now things that I was saying shouldn't happen, and I question why they happen, and then I can prove that they do happen. But yeah, definitely, if any, I always say this, in the vain hope that somebody like a creator or a dev or somebody from the who actually was involved in making the game, whatever game it is I'm playing and videoing, so this one is Roadcraft, obviously, yeah, in the vain hope that somebody might actually be watching it that is involved in the game, and it's that whole question, especially with this vehicle, why can't I use the left joystick to lift and close the bucket rather than it all being on on the right hand joystick, because just using the right hand joystick doesn't work. It's awful. It's an awful choice of controls. It really is. It's not conducive at all. There he goes. Here we go. That's the other thing I was saying about the open tipper thing. Push the button and it just empties it. Yeah, it's just fine because I was moving and I was able to move quick enough to give it quite a level emptying. But again, this is what I'm saying. Whereas if I was able to control it in a better way using the left joystick and right joystick, yeah, that kind of thing, I would have more control over how much I can unload whilst moving around. At the moment it is very hit and miss, and then most of the time you end up unloading way more than you need, and then you've just got to kind of clean it up. So yeah, anybody from Roadcraft watching, please fix it. Give us the ability to be able to change the controllers, customize the controllers, even if it is literally just add the ability to use the left joystick as part of the movement. It would make life so much easier. So much easier. Right, I'm actually gonna put this in position, and I'm gonna call it I can't call it a day because I am going to carry on recording. I'm going to do another bit, but I'm acutely aware that it is an hour. A lot of my other ones went over my normal hour target, mainly because shit was happening, and you know, it was like, well, I'm not going to stop recording now because it's silly. Whereas this is going to take a while because I've still got another half there plus another entire section, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna call it there and then carry on the next video, so keep your eyes peeled on that one. So we will leave it there. I will say my goodbyes. Goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for doing everything that you do I said do for my channel, with my channel, at my channel, to my channel, whatever. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. It's just a click of a button. Honestly, you know, nobody's going to judge you for doing it. I'm going to judge you for not doing it. No. But yeah, please. It really doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and it's almost like we need to change that name. Because when you say subscribe, people immediately think to subscribe you have to put money into it. Yeah, it's a monetary thing that is required to subscribe to something, whereas on YouTube it isn't. You just click a button and it's happy days. Yeah, it's very happy days for the creators because we feel very special and loved and liked. And please spread the word, get more people involved. Also, especially on this game absolutely screams multiplayer, which obviously it is, but I don't have multiplayer ability, as in I don't have people to play with. So if anybody is interested in doing a multiplayer on this with him, give me a shout, drop a comment, whatever. More than happy to have a go. It'd be great fun. I genuinely believe that this one especially would be a really, really fun multiplayer game. Yeah, and it probably is. I haven't watched any other videos of people. I did watch one where somebody was, I think there was about 4 of them, and they were like, oh, we had such a ball, and I'm like, I'm not watching it because I'm jealous. It's really simple as. Anyway, enough waffling. I have stuff I need to do, and then I'll be back. So until I am back, in my next video, which won't be long. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and thank you for doing everything. Like I've said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and until the next video, laters.